and welcome to this week's episode of Straight Talk for Energy Healers. My name is Rainey Aurora. I am an energy healer. I am the creator of the healing modality called the accelerated release technique. Now, what that means is I work with the subconscious to help people heal the emotional baggage that is keeping them stuck and unable to move forward so they can live the life that they want to and deserve to live. Now, I'm also the author of the book, The Energy Healing Bible. That's my baby there. And finally, I am here on a mission. My mission is to help other energy healers like yourselves to be able to live your life's purpose, to be able to share your gifts, to help as many people as you possibly can, and to do that without being broke. Because let's face it, energy healers do not have the cachet that they deserve. They do not, you work miracles. I know you do it. I've seen it. I see it all the time. And you absolutely deserve to be able to do that, to be able to share that, spread all the amazing stuff that you do, and live a comfortable life at the same time. So to that end, I am trying to put together all the tools, the resources, the people, the advice, whatever it is you need to be able to achieve that goal, because you deserve it. Now, today, I have a very special guest named James Elliot. Now, for over 20 years, James has been an accomplished and sought-out leader and trainer in the fields of leadership, communication, confidence, influence, rapport, and persuasion. He is a master trainer, apprentice in NLP, and a human behavior expert with a wealth of experience from years in the corporate environment. The same tools and strategies he teaches are the ones he used to overcome struggles in his own life. And it brings James joy to see how they improve the lives of the people he's worked with. The combination of his own personal growth, experience, and passion to help others have made him well positioned to help you become a highly effective, unstoppable leader. And without further ado, it is my great pleasure to bring out my friend James. Hey, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm well. How about you?
I'm fantastic. Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day. That's true. It's Canada Day, July 1st.
Red. And red's my color too.
Yeah, well, exactly. And July 4th coming up to you on Monday for American Friends Independence Day. So happy Independence Day too.
Okay, so we all know the name of my show is Straight Talk for Energy Healers. So there is not a lot of bump here. We're just kind of going to dive right in.
Beautiful.
So James, in a nutshell, how would you describe what it is that you do?
So what I do is I would say teach, train, inspire people to and ensure the success of leaders. Essentially, I love working with different leaders, and a lot of people, it's a shame, don't define themselves as a leader when they are. I think a leader is anyone who can mentor, teach, inspire, coach, lead, and create positive action in those people, and further their success, essentially further their position in life. So that's one of the biggest things I do, and a lot of it is by speaking, by teaching, by training, delivering, and just helping people be more successful, make more money, be sought out, be heard, be seen, because they're being more influential. They're being recognized for their value. People see their value. They hear this person's message and they're like, wow, can I work with you? Or can I refer you? So it's a lot about influence, persuasion, having powerful relationships as well, and just being able to confidently articulate your value, and who you are, what you do, and the outcomes you get, so that people will want to work with you. So it's as simple as that, really.
I love that. All right. Now, what would you say is your special gift? I call it your superpower that makes you amazing at what you do.
My superpower, I would say, I'm very intuitive, and I can also be raw and real with people. Usually I ask permission, because would you like me to ruffle your feathers a bit? And I promise it'll help, or not. If you want me just to dance around and put whipped cream on everything, that's fine too.
Oh, sorry. How many people will say, no, please dance around?
Please dance around that. Well, you can see the yes and the head shake. They're like, yeah. Or why not, or sure. And it's not and it's a shame, because a lot of people, most people, and I was there, there's no judgment, I was there, they don't like discomfort. They don't like being uncomfortable. That's why we numb ourselves with booze or food or drugs or Netflix or gambling or whatever. People don't like being uncomfortable. And that's a shame, because we grow when we're uncomfortable. I jumped out of a perfectly good airplane on Tuesday, skydiving, to help myself grow. And I love when I'm uncomfortable. It's almost become an addiction to become uncomfortable, because I see how much I grow and the new me over and over and over and over and over again when I'm uncomfortable. Anyways, long story short, a lot of people dislike being uncomfortable.
Right.
Whether it's investing themselves, time, money, energy, money especially, and putting that towards something that's a risk or investment. And feeling the feelings, digging deeper. So anyways, all that to say, yeah, some people, they're like, okay, tell me, or I don't know if I really want to hear it, or they'll make up some reason why they don't want to hear it, because it's uncomfortable. And for some reason, people don't like being uncomfortable. And I think it's,
and your superpower is,
that's my superpower is let's get down in the weeds. Let's talk about some uncomfortable stuff and unlock your potential, unleash your potential.
Nice. You're willing to do that. That's awesome.
I'm willing to go there for them. Yep, absolutely.
Man,
absolutely.
There's too many people, like, too many. So I think about it when I'm all right, I see friendship as like I see so many people who raw and they're best friends and things like that. They ask them for advice, and more friends will blindingly support or enable.
True.
Enable is really the word, and they don't tell you how it really is. They won't call you out for being an idiot.
No. They're too nice, right? We don't want people to leave us. We don't want people to abandon us. We don't want people, when in fact you really should in some cases, because if you're raw and real, or if you're authentic in your you, and someone isn't like that, well, they're not a friend, or they shouldn't be any. They shouldn't be in your life. And if you're raw and real and authentic in certain clients or people, and I'm not saying be an ass. Please avoid being an ass.
There's the right way and the wrong way, right?
Exactly. Be a great person. However, if you're self authentically and someone isn't like that, they're not for you. They're not your clients, your people, or your workplace, right? Be you. Be a great person and be you, and you'll find, I think polarization and polarity is key. And people, including myself in the past, I was so worried to be unliked, people to leave me, and I was a people pleaser, and I was trying to be liked, and no one liked me. It was the worst way to be liked, is to try to be just be you, march to your own drum, find a mission, find a purpose, go after it, and let no one convince you otherwise, let no one talk you out of it. Go after what you want, and that is what people love, people on a purpose, on a mission. And yes, some people will go away, like in my life too, and that's okay. And some people will come towards you, and they'll love you and they'll support you, versus these lukewarm relationships where, yeah, Reno's okay, or yeah, James is all right, he's all whatever, but they're not going to support you or buy from you or hire you, promote you, or protect you, help you in any way. They're just you don't want that. You want the polarization. And if you have a strong message and you're being you, the authentic you're being real, you will have people who love you and who hate you. And that is a good thing. We're all so afraid to piss people off, especially Canadians, heaven forbid, or to rock the boat, or be real, or for someone not to like us, heaven forbid. And us Canadians as often being too nice. That's not the way to achieve what you want in your life and to attract who you want in your life, clients or friends or mates or otherwise. So anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. My audience is energy healers.
Yep.
So why they need the service that you offer, and more specifically, why would they want to work with you?
Great question. Amazing question. Love working with alternative healers, energy healers as well. Love working with great people, great leaders, even people who doubt their leadership, maybe who don't think they're leaders. And your audience, energy healers, are all leaders, of course. We're helping, we're teaching, coaching, healing people. And I think some of the benefit would be to becoming more authentic, being raw and real, and not caring what someone thinks about you, because there's a lot of judgment out there in the world, whether it's alternative medicine, natural medicine, energy healing, whatever it is. It can be anything. But going against big pharma, or maybe you don't need 10 pills a day, or maybe whatever. It's interesting, and going against the grain, being raw, real, being powerful, and powerfully articulating your message. Could be something that would be a huge benefit for you, and going out, because a good leader is a confident leader, and a confident leader is a good leader, or entrepreneur, or salesperson, or coach, mentor, healer, right? So that's one of the things, and just realizing that it's not all about being too nice, because if you're too nice, it's like a parent who's too nice to their kids and wants to be a friend of their kids, and the kids are running around the streets at midnight or something like that, or God knows where they are. Versus no, you're home at this time, and you this is how a good how if you're gonna be in my house, this is how you're gonna be, and otherwise you're grounded or whatever. So being caring versus being nice, and a lot of us again are afraid of being too nice. And I find that in a lot, if not most, alternative practitioners, energy healers. Again, I was there. I know what it's like, because we want people to like us. We want to help people, but also you got to remember that people are hiring us and paying us to call them on their BS, to help them, to say, no, this is not working, or no, stop that, or no, I'm not going to buy that excuse. That's not why you hired me. I'm not going to be like your friend or your family. Oh yeah, well, that's too bad. Oh yeah, no, life is hard. Oh yeah, I know you got busy. No, stop screwing up your life. I want to see you win, right? So, and that's, I found that was a lot of reasons why people let me go years ago when I was working with them, because they're like, I need the accountability. I need you to bust my chops, in a caring way, of course, caring, charismatic way. I need the straight talk. Name of your show. I need the straight talk. Versus, oh yeah, that's okay, or oh yeah, we'll let you get away with this again. No, people are gonna stop paying you because they're not gonna be effective. So anyway, all that to say, being able to confidently articulate your message, confidently articulate your value, and be able to express yourself and communicate in a very powerful way what you do for people, what pains you help with, what outcomes you get them. Because a lot of what I teach is communication. I mean, it's hard to have a great relationship without great communication, right? And then that confidence to be yourself, and then the influence to influence and persuade people toward what they want. And of course, doing that with you. You are the how that they get to where they want. So influencing, persuading them to get there, and of course, influencing and persuading positively, positive influence, positive persuasion, them to say, I'm the best. I want you guys to say I'm the best, and congruently, versus I'm the best, you should work with me, versus I am the best, you should work with me. You want results? Work with me. Don't work with me if you don't want great results. And be that congruent, almost like dare I say, almost like a doctor. And well, you have a bleeding neck. I'm happy to help you, but I'm not going to tie you down and make you work with me. It's like, you have the bleeding neck. Would you like some help with that? Right. And be that confident and that I'll say detached to the outcome, because I can promise you'll sell more and get more clients when you're not attached to the outcome. I hope they buy from me. I hope they buy. I got to pay my bills.
Yeah. Desperation doesn't attract anybody.
It's sneaky business.
It really doesn't.
Yeah. And they see you want to help them. Yeah. They see you're really there for them. And there's no attachment to that. And I promise you'll sell more. You get more clients that way. So all those things I can assist with and more, being able to, become unstoppable is essentially, in a nutshell, what I've become in my life. And that's what I teach people to do as well.
Yes. Awesome. Now, you did mention to me before the show that you've got something special to offer my audience. Do you want to let them know about it?
Happy to. Speaking of being unstoppable, I wanted to give your audience, just email me at the end. First 15 people that email me, I'm going to give you access to my online course called The 7 Power Tools to Building an Unstoppable Character. So it's nothing crazy long. It's an online training I did. I think you'll find it very interesting. The 7 Power Tools. Again, how to build an unstoppable character. That way you will win in the pursuit of what you want. It's success isn't always easy, especially when we're doing it the wrong way, especially when we're doing it without becoming influential. And if we let anything stop us, right? It's a test. It's persevering through what stops us. So anyways, 7 power tools to build an unstoppable character. Send me an email if you're interested. Happy to give you access to that course as well. I think you'll love it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. That'll be really cool. James is I've spent some time with James. In fact, he didn't really say it, but he's an energy healer in his own right. He knows a few things.
Spiritual guy, healer, fair point.
Yeah, totally. I have actually, because anybody who knows my modality, I pick and choose. I try to be as comprehensive as possible by looking at other modalities and taking the parts of it which I can incorporate and adapt to my own. And I've learned some fantastic tools from you. So I can imagine that your training is going to be awesome. It's
My
going to be
pleasure.
literally.
Well, and thank you for saying that. I appreciate you saying that. I give my best. I really do. I'm not perfect, and I give my best. And that's the thing.
All
All
anybody
anyone
can.
can exactly. All anyone does.
Absolutely.
Can I ask a question? If there's time, only if there's time.
Yeah, there's time.
What is the biggest challenge that your folks tend to deal with? And I'll give you a quick 15-second response. How's that sound? What do you think?
My folks, putting themselves out there. The energy healers, like I said in the very, very beginning, they don't, I'll give you an example. In the
Mm,
very beginning of my show, I was looking for topics to talk about. Like before
mm,
I was doing interviews, I wanted to find out what pain points were and things like that. And I put out some posts, and then I wanted to look and see sort of scope some of the people who responded to
yep,
my posts.
cool.
And so I went to their Facebook profiles and things like that, and they're not visible. They didn't even put that this is a thing that they do. Like it's nowhere on their banner. There's no,
Wow, wow, that's
they don't mention
hiding.
their company, they're whatever. They're staying invisible.
Hiding.
And for me, that is massive, that they're not willing, ready, comfortable to put themselves out there.
True. Yeah. And we'll never become, so let me just touch on that because that word, I hate that word. We'll never be comfortable, right? As you know, you just got to do it. And again, I call it hiding. I call it creative self-sabotage. There's lots of great ways people do it, including a
Creative
friend.
self-sabotage. I like that one.
Well, or people
That's
taking
awesome.
years to develop their website. I'm like, years to develop a website. Wow, that's great. Really great, really creative ways to self-sabotage.
Yeah.
The biggest thing about putting yourself there is look to be uncomfortable. Literally go out and seek and find ways to be uncomfortable. And I promise you, yes, it's like building a muscle. So scary as hell at first, it's like building a muscle. There's the skydiving, jumping out of a good airplane, didn't really scare me until my butt was right on the seat before we went out the door. And I did. I said, screw it, and I do it anyway. So whether it's living in F it, and you could say it in your head too, because it's great to get you out of your head, like Justin Sterling says, or Sir Richard Branson. Screw it, let's do it. Get out of your head, and you know the 3-second rule and the 5-second rule. Do it quick before you talk yourself out of it, obviously. But literally, seek to be uncomfortable. Unless you don't want to win. If you don't want to win and want to buy all the bullshit, you're giving yourself of why I can't do this, why I'm not doing that, or I'm not ready yet, or it's this and that, or I can't yet. Just start creating content. I mean, your first look at my first stuff. The first stuff is nowhere near remotely as good as the stuff now. And now it'll be nowhere near remotely as good in another 10, 20 years. Yeah. And I still did it. I got out there. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that. Looking at old videos. And I did it. And that's why I'm here now. So seek out discomfort. Please seek out discomfort every day. And it's like building a muscle. You can be more and more into discomfort, more uncomfortable without really bothering you. Your box, if you will, that you're in, that you live in, gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I promise you that everything else gets easier. You're like, yeah, jumping into a plane, skydiving, no big deal. I walked into the woods a few years ago, middle of the night, because I had a fear of the woods, had a trauma and fear of the woods. I just got lost in the woods a couple of times when I was younger. Anyway, long story short, went in the woods with a flashlight, 11 o'clock at night, pitch black, and scary as hell, did it anyways. And wow, did I ever come out a new man, transformed, come out of the back. So every time I do something and you do something, it'll be building that muscle so that in business, you'll be successful. Be like, oh, yeah, no big deal. Oh, speaking in front of 1,000 people. Yeah, no big deal. Versus making excuses and, creatively sabotaging. Go out and speak in front of 1,000 people. And I promise you that'll further your business more than anything. So that's my thing. Live in, F it, live in, screw it, let's do it. Aim to be comfortable, aim to be uncomfortable, aim for discomfort every single day. If you want to stay in comfort, if you want to be comfortable, you will fail. Unfortunately, you will fail if you want to be comfortable. It's the way it is. It's business, it's life. Do you want to grow? Do you want to win? Do you want to succeed? Do you want to help people? Do you want to fulfill your purpose? Go be uncomfortable. Be uncomfortable, because comfort is the death of growth and the death of success. So 100%. I'll get off that soapbox.
Yeah, that's like me when I started the show. The whole months. I don't know how long it took. My hand would hover over the live button. And now it's like, let's start.
Exactly. And you just got to say it and then do it. You just got to go. Exactly. So anyway, that for me, the profane way works the best, because you're out of your head. The profanity gets you out of your head. Do what you need to do. Screw it. Let's do it. I'm doing it. Whatever. Just do it. And we always talk ourselves out of it. Yeah. We have great ways of talking ourselves out of it. Anyways, I know we're running out of time, so I'll shut up. But that's one of the biggest things. If people aren't putting themselves, just do it. Get out of your own way, out of your own head. No fears, no excuses. You either have results or you have reasons why you don't have the results. What do you have? What do you want? Right? Be free.
All right. Now the last question: how can my audience reach you if they'd like to connect?
Very cool. Very cool. Couple of ways. They can, and believe me, I'm a really nice guy. Trust me. I just get passionate sometimes because I want people to win. I want you to win. And I know what it's like being there in the past, being stuck, and it sucks. It really sucks. Being broke or being stuck or stagnant or not having the clients or the success or the purpose or passion that you really want. It sucks so bad. I've been there. Trust me. I really want people to win. Anyway, you can reach me. Unleashyourpower.com is a great way. James at unleashyourpower.com is a great way to email me. Or the old-fashioned way, love talking to people. I think doing everything online via text or Instagram or email, again, is creative hiding, because relationships are built in person and start on the phone. It's just 905-717-9481. Give me a call. Let's have a great conversation. Let's have some fun. Let's see if I can how I can help, if I'm a good fit for you. And if the worst comes to worst, I'll leave you with some great advice. So,
all right. Now, all that contact information is in the show description. As James said, to get your hands on his online course, just send him an email. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much, James, for being here. It's always fun to chat with you.
Always, likewise, my friend. Always a good time. Always a good conversation. I look forward to it.
And as always, thank you to my audience for being here. I say this every time, and I never get bored of it because it's so true. Your time is the absolute most valuable thing that you have to offer, and it always means so very much to me that you have decided to spend any of it, all of it, with me and my guests on this show. So that's really truly appreciated. If you'd like to reach me, you can find me at acceleratedreleasetechnique.org, or specifically the email info@acceleratedreleasetechnique.org. And finally, if you liked the show, please give it a like, subscribe, share, and of course, come back and see me next week. Take care.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Raina.